Hi guys, welcome back to the next episode in our Battle Royale tutorial series. Now before we move on to weapons and inventory and things like that, I thought it would be a good idea to clean up our animations, as we will have new animations coming in for holding guns and things like that. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to set up our jumping system. Okay, so if we head over to base character, you will have this jump system already in place. I just deleted the nodes for jump because I want to create my own system as it will be replicated. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is just set up a variable. We'll just call this jumping, and when the button is pressed we want to set jumping to true, and when it's released set jumping to false. Now this jumping variable, we can replicate it for later and compile and save. Okay, so that is all we have to do for this part. If we then move over to our animation blueprint, we see we have our idle and our default walk run. Now if we head over to our graph here, what we want to do is we want to get that input from our character. So we have our character reference here. Okay. We may want to actually cast to our base character. Yeah. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to drag off. We'll get a sequence. And this just means we can fire off more than one function from the same event. So from here, if we drag down, we can say cast to base character. Okay. And let's promote that to a variable. We'll just call this base car ref. And let's try placing that into the pawn. That works okay. Okay. So from here now, all we want to do is get the variable that we just set up. So we'll drag off, and we'll say get jumping. And if we are jumping, then we will get a branch. Okay. And if it's true, then we want to just set a new variable. This new variable is jumping. And we will just set that to true. And get another one. Set it to false. And plug it in. Okay, so now that this part is done, we now have a variable that is setting our condition. Now just to double check that this is going to be replicated, if we click replication, go to replicated. Okay. Compile and save that. Let's just comment this out and we will call this jump. Okay. Now if we head over to our animation graph, go back into our default state, we want a new state, and we will call this default jump. Okay. And now if we go from idle to the default jump and back again, and again with the default walk run. Okay. Now inside the state, we want to drag in our jump animation. Okay. Compile and save that. Now if we head back over to default, we have to set up our transitions, and this is pretty simple. We just have to say when you're going to the jump, we want is jumping. Okay. And then back out, going back to the idle, is jumping not. Okay. Again, back out here. This one is jumping not. Okay. And finally is jumping. Now, if we press play with 2 players, play the first one, let it load into the scene, and jump over here, play the second one. Okay, so let's just bring up third person on both. If we run over to the character, we can see our character in place. We press jump, he jumps. Okay, and if we press jump on this side, he doesn't. This is because it isn't replicating client side. Okay, so there is an easy way to fix this. We just head back to the event graph. This is all fine, but inside our character blueprint we have to set these on events for the server. Okay, so if we right click and add a custom event, and we'll just call this jump SVR, or sorry, jump start SVR, and this is just jump start server, and we will drag this one to here. Okay, and if we click on the event, you see it's not replicated. We want this to run on the server. Okay, now we want another one for our jump stop server. So jump stop SVR. Okay, and let's then drag this one over to here. Now, the only issue that I can see us having here now is when we release the button, even if it's mid-jump, it then sets as jumping to false and stops the jump in mid-air. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to add a delay of, say, 0.5 seconds. And click on the jump stop server event and just make sure it runs on the server. Compile and save. Now we want to call these events on our input action jump. So if we just drag off pressed, we want jump start server, and I've spelt that wrong, SVR. Okay, SVR, there we go. And now if we drag off here, we want jump stop server, compile and save. And this is how you would set up all your animation blueprints for interaction. So let's now test this out. If we press play, and press play on this one, and just go into third person for both. Now this is the client side, so if we run over to here and we jump, we can see we have our jump animation playing server side, and if we go to our server side and press jump, we can see we also have jumping animation for our client. So everything is now working as it should. I'm going to end this video here, and in the next video we will do the similar concept to this, only we're going to use a flip-flop for our crouch. And the crouch, we will add some values in to tweak how slow or how fast it crouches, so the transition state. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.